All right, children's, Daddy's got a new game. So ever since I've been in Thailand, which has been almost 2 years now, it'll be 2 years in like 3 months, I've been looking to invest, find a vehicle where I could make Thai baht. Basically, my goal was to pay all my bills in Thailand with money I generated in Thailand. So I'd bought a business up in Pai, Mae Hong Song, and COVID had other plans, and the guest house and foreign food restaurant was not the best deal during COVID, as you can imagine. So I closed it out. I've done a video on this channel about that, why I closed the restaurant. Things were just bad, going down, not improving. So since I've moved down to Chiang Mai, a much larger city, March of 2021, I've been looking for, once again, a vehicle, a business that will generate cash for me. So initially I started out purchasing motorcycles and cars. I bought a Ford Ranger, bought a BMW as investments. I was driving the Ranger while I was attempting to sell it. But recently I have found that there's a much higher, and also condos. I bought 2 condos, one down in Pattaya on the ocean, and one here in Chiang Mai. Now what I found was the ROI is very low on property here. Property is sort of what I did in America, kind of my comfort zone, real estate. So naturally I thought I'll buy some condos where foreigners are allowed to own condos because you don't own the land. Here you can't buy a house without setting up, doing a 99-year lease or setting up a corporation. There's ways to get around the law or the rule, but basically the rule is foreigners can't own land in Thailand. So easier just to buy a condo where you don't own the land than rent it out. But to give you some numbers, I paid 400,000 baht, about 13,000 US dollars for a condo here in Chiang Mai. So building, decent neighborhood, not the slums, not HISO. Once again, 400,000 baht, yes, so it's on the low end. Most people pay over 1 million baht, or about 30,000, for a condo. And I was renting it out. I am renting it out for 3,000 baht a month, which is $100. So 13,000 in, $100 or $1,200 a year out is a pretty low rate of return, or return on investment. My new game is cars, not flipping them like I have been doing, but buying them and renting them out. So our first victim is a 2011 Nissan March. Cute little guy, huh? Cute little bugger. Got the little March thing there. It's a little tiny 1.2 liter engine, perfect for Chiang Mai, because it's tough to drive around here. Clean little interior, cloth, not leather, but it's clean. It looks good. Automatic, which is important because a lot of people don't know how to drive a stick. 70,000 kilometers, which is about 53,000 miles, I believe. Hatchback, so you can store stuff in the trunk. Believe it or not, 4 people can fit in here, although I'd be hard pressed to fit back there. But Thai people are much smaller than big giant Farang. So I can rent this out for 10,000 a month. I paid 168,000 baht, which is about 5,000 US. So I'm into this car for 5,000, yet I'm getting 3 times the money back that I am from the condo. I spent 400,000 for a condo, got 3,000 baht a month back. I spent 168,000 for the March, I'm going to get 10,000 a month back, or about $300. So when you multiply $300 by 12 months, it's $3,600. You take 3,600, divide it by 5,000, or 5,300, I think was the number, 168. It's 33.5 baht to the dollar right now. So like I said, it works out 5,000, 5,300, something like that. When you divide those numbers, you come up with a 71.4% ROI. That's what Daddy's talking about. So now it's a Polish sex manual, in, out, repeat. How many times can I do it? How many cars can I buy for around $200,000, about $6,000 or under, that I can then rent out for $300 a month, or about $3,600, $4,000 a year? As many as I can find is the answer. You can live very well here on 50,000 baht a month, right? So think about it. If the baseline for a decent car with an automatic is 10,000 baht a month, all you need to do is buy 5 cars. I can do that. In reality, I want to live in a house with a pool and this and that. So my budget next year, I like to go out to fliooing restaurants and things like that and spend 800 baht on friggin' sushi and shit like that. So for my particular budget, I'm looking at getting 10 cars. So I'll have 100,000 baht a month income, about $3,000 US a month. Doesn't sound like a lot in the States. Here, if you're pulling in 100,000 to 150,000 baht, 3,000 to 5,000 US a month, you're balling. I mean, shit's just cheaper here, period. So that's the deal. That's the new game. Very excited. Looking while I was waiting for them to change the oil in this car, which I bought yesterday. Now I'm taking it to go get washed. While I was waiting, I was looking on Facebook Marketplace, looking for another little car, where the numbers worked. So as I said, I'll wind up with 10 before it's all said and done. That's the new game, 71% ROI. I'm super happy. I finally figured out how to pay all my bills here in Thailand with Thai money and not relying on money I got coming over from the States anymore. I'm happy. I mean, that's the answer. You know me, I'm transparent. I put shit out there. Anybody else can do the same thing I'm doing.